our fun fucking Thursday crowd. This is awesome. Thank you guys for having me here tonight. Just reached a little milestone. Longest relationship I've ever been in. Just reached 4 years. And, thanks. Some people don't think 4 years is very long, right? Like some people, how long have you guys been together? Oh shit, I win. They said only a year. But like you meet couples, like, are you guys together? How long, may I ask? He's regretful. He's regretful of being here. You been together a long time? Second date. Second date? Oh my god, that's awesome! You getting down from Jersey for a date? Holy shit! That's some sort of commitment. How'd you guys meet? Dude, Facebook dating? Were you selling a dresser?
She asked me, was I in country?
Was I in country? As in the country?
Yeah.
Right, you want to date within your nation, sure. Yeah, that's a long trip, Canada. Oh my gosh. Date number 2 and this is where you came. That's awful. You guys are great. I pegged you because I was like, maybe they've been together for about 1 billion years. There are people who are together for 10, 20 years, and that makes 4 years feel like nothing. You know what I mean? But compared to my short little life, you know, I just turned 25 like 7 years ago. Like 4 years is like half of my fucking life at this point. It's nuts. But I think something that keeps my partner and I connected is we're always teaching each other new stuff, you know? So like, for example, he's really good at science, he knows a lot about music theory, whereas like, I've had sex before, right? So like, we're just like keeping each other in on it. And we moved in together a year ago, and so far things are going pretty good, but we did have one major fight when we moved in, which was who sleeps closer to the door, right? Because like, sometimes in male-female relationships, who always wants to be near the door? The fucking man, and why? Because of murderers, that's the reason. They want to be there for the murderers. My boyfriend has slept through a literal fucking earthquake. I don't know what he thinks is going to happen, like a murderer's going to come in and his huge little penis is going to roll out and then the murderer's going to trip over it and we make a run for it. No! Like that, how are you going to protect me? How about when the murderer comes in, I approach the murderer and ask him about his mother and her choices, and we like get to the bottom of this thing. I might meet one of my boyfriend's exes soon, which I feel really really funny about. Isn't that awkward? Even he hates it. Yeah, no, that's really weird, right? I kind of have this like sick fantasy where all my exes gather for like a one-night event, just like one masquerade ball, you know, and they all dance together because they're gay, and they chat and they mingle and they like intertwine until they form like one giant rat king of my exes. And then, is this relatable? Okay. So I was really nervous to meet my boyfriend's ex, and then he clarified, he was like, oh, she was my high school girlfriend. And I was like, oh, well, that's not intimidating, right? Like, she's still in high school. I have a leg up on her, you know what I mean? So we had some kind of like feelings of disconnect recently, and I asked my therapist what to do. And she recommended that I stare into my boyfriend's eyes for 3 minutes, nonstop. And I have truly enjoyed being single since then. It's awkward, right? Like, what am I gonna learn from staring at my boyfriend? Like, oh, now I realize just how much you look like Lord Farquaad. Great, that's... You guys remember Lord Farquaad? He's the hot guy from Shrek. Okay, cool, I wanted us to all be on the same page there. I do miss being single a lot. I think it's like the most exciting time in your life. Everything feels very spontaneous. You know, you never know who you're gonna meet when you go out, or you know, how weird their balls are gonna smell. It's crazy. Life throws surprises at you. I love going on dates and like at the end of the night really like judging the person, like, right, are they gonna be a gentleman and pay for my Uber, or are they gonna be a real man, right, and drive me to where my body can't be found? You don't know. It's kind of all up in the air. The last date that I went on before my relationship, and I date both men and women, and sorry, but dating men just fucking sucks sometimes. I went on a date with this guy, And he said, I really enjoy your skin. And my first question was like, what are your plans? Like, I noticed you have no lampshades in this entire apartment. Feeling kind of risky, feeling kind of weird. Yeah, my boyfriend and I, we've been through a lot of shit together. I actually am a breast cancer survivor, and we were together through all that. And thank you. I did get it. I got the cancer, and it was crazy. I remember the night we got the phone call, and he hasn't left my side, you know, since we learned I have a will. He's been there. He's been there every second. I did go through chemo, so I was really sick, and I lost all my hair, which has now grown back. But it has this cowlick that I didn't have before. But you guys, you probably can't see it while my pants are on. It's there. And so, like, while I was sick, we were not intimate for a long time, right? Because I didn't want to give him cancer. And eventually, you know, I started feeling better, and I finished treatment, and he was like, you know, we're kind of like new people now. We should do something that's new for us. We should have a threesome. And I was like, oh, you actually don't get a Make-A-Wish. But that is adorable that you thought that. I was trying really hard to just like see where he was coming from, you know. He watched me be sick for a year. He's coming from a place of very genuine horniness, and so I felt bad, and I tried to get on his level, and I was like, well, what if we try something just the two of us? What if we try anal, right? Because I'm just really trying to think outside of my box here. Box means vagina. There we go, okay, and he looked really nervous, and he was like, are you sure that's what you want to do? Because it sounds like kind of painful. And I just didn't really know how to convince him I'm gonna be gentle. Like, because I know what I'm doing here, okay? And that's a pegging joke. I had what's called a double mastectomy. It means they removed my original breasts and my nipples, and my doctor, you know, called this an amputation, which is true, but I really took that identity seriously, which is not good, you know, calling yourself an amputee. I started telling people I lost the nipples in Vietnam, you know what I mean? I lost a lot of good nipples out there. And invited everyone to my purple nurple ceremony, you know, anything I needed to do. It was pretty crazy. What's more good stuff about cancer? No, it's what we're all thinking, right? It's what we're all thinking. I will say I definitely have a different perspective about God now, especially when people tell me that they pray for me all the time, which is very sweet. I just wish they would approach the irony that the dude they're praying to cure my cancer, I'm like 99% sure it's the same fucker that gave me cancer. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, I'd have to see a picture. All white guys look the same to me. I'm pretty sure it's the same. I'm pretty sure it's the same guy. Like, how do you pray to that guy, right? Like, dear God, I understand giving Joey cancer was a part of your plan. Do you have a backup? Thanks, I trust your judgment minus all the genocide. Amen, right? It's just, sorry, I just don't trust the guy who's given us war and violence and literally millions of small dicks. I don't trust him. You guys. All right. Oh, you guys have been so amazing. You guys ready to keep the show rolling?